It's a new film by Sean Baker, Anora. So Sean Baker is the director of Tangerine and Starlet. So there are two previous films that he's done. And Tangerine was the film that he done on an iPhone. He shot the whole film on an iPhone. And it was really impressive. And I think he changed the way for filmmakers. And I like Sean Baker. Sean Baker's a really good independent filmmaker. And I'm glad he's getting a lot of buzz because he's a director that doesn't really afraid to do stuff. He likes taking risks, and he has that realism in films that what I really like, and the way he shoots really well. And with Tangerine, I really enjoyed that film. Yeah, the way he done it on the iPhone, like I said, you'll never imagine it was on an iPhone. Obviously, he had other gadgets and other things with it as well, but when it comes to camera, he clearly just shot down an iPhone with a few lenses, maybe a few iPhone lenses, and he showed other filmmakers, even like me, that you can just shoot on the phone. So it is possible. So yeah, I like Sean Baker, and this is a film that's getting a lot of buzz. I wasn't really aware of it, should I say, because like again, it just came up. A lot of people had a lot of buzz about it. A lot of people talking about it. I know it's going to be getting a lot of awards. It's up for a lot of nominations with the Emmys and the Oscars. And Mikey Madison, who stars in this and plays Anora. So let's get into it. So Anora is basically about a sex worker as a stripper who meets this Russian billionaire, and she falls for this fairy tale and falls in love, and she thinks she's hit the jackpot when she's met this Russian guy, and she can't really believe her luck, and she really likes him. She really wants to make it work. So, and they go on this adventure together, but obviously, with the Russian's background, it's not so easy, and obviously come from her background. I really enjoyed this movie. I didn't expect it to be so comedy, because with this movie, first of all, I'd like to say is that this ain't all in selective cinemas. This is a movie very hard to watch, because I couldn't go to my local cinema, to be honest. I couldn't find it in my local cinema, and some cinemas ain't showing it, so I had to go to a different area to watch this film, because it was such a buzz about it, so I thought it was a buzz. And there's a lot of great reviews on it, and I can see why. So, and I thought, coming from Sean Baker, it was a very serious movie, because his previous movies were kind of serious, really. They had a few comedy bits in it, but they came off more serious movies. But with this movie, it had a lot of comedy, I think, in it. And that's not Sean Baker. That's not really his thing, to be honest. And when I was in the cinema, man, like, the people that were laughing in there, it was just so much laughter. Like, they were just laughing their heads off about this. And I know what you're thinking, like, the storyline, but she's a sex worker and she meets this billionaire. This is just a big part of it. I think the big part of the first half is a serious movie where, and I like the way Sean shoots. You get this realism about it, you get this tension about it, not really no music. And it feels like you're really there and it's real. And you understand the characters. But on the other half, you're just laughing your head off. Like, this woman behind me, she just couldn't stop laughing. She was so loud, like she was laughing. I mean, some bits were funny, but it weren't that funny. But it was an enjoyable movie, which I enjoyed. Very laughter. I think Mikey Madison, who was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, in Quentin Tarantino's film, she pops up in that. I think she's one of the hippies. She does a really good job on this film. She delivers a great job. There are a lot of sex scenes in it, because obviously she is a sex worker, and Sean Baker doesn't shy away from that. If you look at Starlet, one of these movies, he has a lot of, because I think that's more about the porn industry, I think, and he exploits that a little bit. So he has done sex scenes before, but in this, again, Mikey Madison, she does a great job of her performance. Her accent was great, because again, she talks nothing like that. I thought that was spot on. And I've seen her in interviews, she learned a lot in it. And the guy who plays the Russian guy and the Russian family, they were just outstanding. I think people could give them more credit, because they were so funny. They delivered it so well. And it was so cool because I know Mikey Madison is getting so much credit, and she should, because she done an amazing job. You know, I don't know who should win Best Actress, her or, you know, who played Sophia and Penguin. It's between those two who should win. But Mickey really done a good job. But I think you do need to give more credit to the Russia family. I think they've done such an amazing job. Because they were so funny and it was so cool. And I really enjoyed this movie. I can honestly say I would watch this again. It's funny, it's enjoyable. And again, I'm a massive fan of Sean Baker. I think he's a great filmmaker. I do. And he's not afraid. He doesn't fear from anything, doesn't shy from anything, because he just delivers it and delivers it well. And he brings that realism in films, I think. I've noticed that watching from his films, you just get this realism like it's real in, like, from his movies. It's not, I don't like to say fake or like, I know it's just crazy. It's just, when you just watch these films, you're just in it, and you kind of understand the characters, and you sympathise with the characters, and I think he does a great and amazing job with that. So I really enjoyed Nora. I really enjoyed it a lot. I didn't think it was funny as much people thought it was funny, but it's enjoyable. It's funny. And I think a lot of people will enjoy it as well. But like I said, the people that were in the audience were just laughing their head off, especially that one lady behind me was just insane. Like, I was just thinking, it's not that funny. And I think probably other people are thinking that as well. But yeah, Noah's an incredible film. So if you do get to go and watch it, go and watch it, and go watch it in the cinema still, because it is still in the cinema. I would say go and check it out, because I think a lot of people will enjoy this film, and it's a really cool film. And like I said, if you're a Sean Baker fan and you kind of get his films, like the kind of films he does, you enjoy it as well. But yeah,